Welcome back here everybody for another video. So I recently did my video on the trailer for She-Hulk, which looks really just awful. The CGI looks terrible. It does not look realistic. It doesn't look good at all. I mean, I understand, they're trying to do Hulk, but again, as I say, She-Hulk is a separate character. From Hulk, she could have been, as I said, you could have gotten like a female bodybuilder type actress to actually play the role of She-Hulk. That would have looked a little more realistic compared to how She-Hulk's supposed to look. Now, some rumors are out stating that Marvel Studios reportedly didn't want She-Hulk too muscular. Now, when Jason Aaron was doing She-Hulk, as Jason Aaron usually does, he likes to go in there and screw with things he has no business screwing with. He couldn't get at Bruce Banner Hulk, so he decided to turn She-Hulk into Bruce Banner. She got very big and muscular, and just basically she was like Hulk, and that wasn't her at all. They eventually ended up undoing it, but apparently they didn't want to make her bigger in this series. So like I said, there's some rumors floating around, and what we get here is Marvel protects the feelings of fragile fanboys, tones down She-Hulk character. I don't think that's a good way to put it at all. I think people would have liked it just fine regardless. I mean, if you'd done it correctly, I don't think that should have been a problem. But let's go through. Again, as I say, the CGI is horrible. Look at it here. It looks absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Look like you could almost see the black lines cut out around her there like that. I don't know. Already gone through my video on the trailer, so I'm not going to go through. I'm going to go through some of these things that's in here. Rumor: Marvel Studios allegedly requested for She-Hulk to be less muscular during the FX development. Apparently, she was bigger early on, but the notes kept saying to make her smaller. Okay. Unsurprisingly, FX artists confirmed She-Hulk's proportions are off due to executive meddling. I was at a company that did FX for this. Apparently, she was bigger early on, but the notes kept saying to make her smaller. We always roll our eyes like we did on Sonic, but at the end of the day, artists got to follow orders. Right? Again, I'm saying, okay, yes, the Jackson here, but again, I don't like this design at all. Before, I really don't like this design. I think if you understand She-Hulk, she has the body proportions for somebody who is in a female bodybuilder could work like that. She's still sexy. She's still thing that could have worked. This CGI mess doesn't, because you really wanted to just use the actress and then make it look like it comes off looking absolutely horrendous. So here are side-by-side thing. This one is from, not remember she should be. Now, different artists have done She-Hulk differently throughout comics and all of that, right? So we have this one here with her looking more muscular and thing, and then we have this one. Let me bring that up here. Right, this is from the Fox Kids Hulk TV series that it had. I think this design for She-Hulk was really good. It stated how the character could look. And again, as I say, you could use a female bodybuilder to look like this. You could, because this proportions matches with how many of them and how they will look. And I'm sure there are actresses out there who could do this, and you could get something to work with this. She doesn't have to be this gigantic muscle. She doesn't have to be this big and this muscular like this. I mean, this is not dry, but this is a little too much, to be honest with you. She-Hulk doesn't really look like this. She is smaller, but still muscular. Again, as I say, I think this one works better. So, you know, I mean, this guy using this picture to show that she's always been big. But again, as I say, she's always using this picture to show that she's always been big. But again, I say, different artists draw her differently depending on it. But it needs to work. But this doesn't. This CGI for this thing does not work at all. I don't like it. I don't dig it. I think it does not fit with anything that you're trying to do. The CGI is just really terrible. Really, really terrible. If you want to do She-Hulk properly, this is really the design you could work with. You could have gotten somebody who fits this body type and work with him. You could have had the actress who wants to play Jennifer Walters there, and you have She-Hulk as a different actress, the same way they did it before with the old Hulk TV series years ago. That could have worked. That could have worked. That would have been a nice throwback to something to show that, listen, we were actually moving forward with something to get this done. But I don't think this what they're doing in this thing with all this, you know, this doesn't work at all. This doesn't look good. I don't like the CGI. I've said that before. I don't like it at all. I covered that at length in my video about the trailer. It doesn't look good at all. If you want to do She-Hulk, you can do She-Hulk properly. This design works well. This is what you should have done. You could have gotten an actress who looks like this, and you would have gotten that done. But apparently, they were in talks because they didn't want She-Hulk to be too muscular. And then we have this thing here with them saying Marvel protects the feelings of fragile fanboys, tones down She-Hulk character. I don't think that's a statement to say at all. I think if she looked like this, people would be very, you know, again, because I've said before, there are many female bodybuilders and athletes and things who have muscles and look bloody hot. Some people are into women who have muscles, some people are not into it, but anybody and everybody who likes a woman who looks toned. Likes a woman who looks toned, like a woman who looks ripped. And this could really work. It shows off not only her strength, but also her sexiness and everything. She-Hulk has never been overly gigantic and large. Jason Aaron tried that crap, and thank God they got rid of it. But this is really the design that I mostly associate She-Hulk with. This is just my thought, but this is what I really associate She-Hulk with this design. I think this look for her suits her, and that's what I figured they should have gone with. I don't think saying that they're trying to protect fragile fanboys works at all. No, if you do something right, you wouldn't have that problem. And for a company with billions of dollars like Marvel to make this does not look good at all. They could do much better than that. Well, that's it for me, people. Again, I think this design works best. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you think differently, feel free to let me know. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. Be sure to share the videos out there. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.